In this video, parallel and perpendicular lines. They're all about slope. We're going to start off by giving an equation of a line perpendicular to the line x plus y equals 2. So we've got this equation right here, x plus y equals 2. And what we need to do is we need to get the slope out of it. Because when we know the slope, we'll be able to find our perpendicular line. So let's take x plus y is equal to 2 and get it into slope-intercept form. I'm going to take and I'm going to subtract x from both sides. Because remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We want the x and the y on opposite sides of the equal sign. After we subtract x from both sides, this x will go away, and we'll be left with just y. So we'll have y is equal to, well, this constant, this 2, and this variable, the x, can't combine. I'm going to write that as minus x plus 2, because that's this order right here. That's our slope-intercept form order. Okay, so we need to know the slope. Remember that. We're looking for the slope. And the slope is m. And what's multiplying x? This negative sign. So our slope is negative 1. For a line to be perpendicular, the product of the two slopes has to be a negative 1. Wait, but that's what we've got already. So we don't want to change this. So our new slope is going to have our new line is going to have that slope just be 1, because a negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. And remember, that's what we want to get perpendicular. So any line with slope 1. Like maybe y equals x. That would be perpendicular. Y equals x plus 7. That would be perpendicular. Y equals x minus 3. That would be perpendicular. Y equals 1/2 x. Now, that's not perpendicular. We'll say y equals x. That's our perpendicular line. What about parallel lines? Let's give an equation of a line parallel to the line 2y minus 4x equals 6. Once again, we need to know the slope. Oops. Once again, we need to know the slope. So let's take 2y minus 4x equals 6, and let's get it into y equals mx plus b slope-intercept form, because then we'll be able to read off the slope just from that little m. Like before, we've got to get x on the other side, so we'll kick it over to the other side by adding 4x to both sides. That'll give us 2y is equal to 4x plus 6. Well, okay, we don't want 2y, we want that 2 to go away, so we're going to divide by 2. And then we'll have 2y divided by 2. That'll give us just y. That's what we want, right? Y, y. It matches. But if I'm dividing my left-hand side, I've got to divide that right-hand side. So 4x gets divided by 2. And it gives us 2x. And 6 gets divided by 2. Remember, we're dividing this entire side. Everything divided by 2. Everything divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. That's our line. Y is equal to 2x plus 3. What's its slope? 2 is the slope. That's what we need to find our parallel line. So we need another line with our slope equal to 2. So y equals 2x is parallel. Y equals 2x minus 3 is parallel. Y equals 2x plus 7 is parallel. What we could have done is we could have just taken this, 2y minus 4x equals 6, and say, hey, the slope depends on these coefficients. So this is parallel to the line 2y minus 4x, right? Same coefficients on my y and my x. It's going to be parallel. I just have to change this constant, equals 10. And we've got a parallel line. So any of those would be parallel. I'm just going to box this one because it's the cleverest.